Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm going to do something really silly and become a smuggler. My goal is to prove that you can ride the entire world by motorcycle, taking on each country leg by leg, aiming to store my bike in different locations while needing to fly home, work a full-time job and of course look after my amazing family. This is my dream, this is my goal, this is my adventure, so let's go. Well, right now I'm in a place called Sort. This is the name of the village town, and I stayed in this awesome hotel and they let you store your bike in there. It's super friendly, it's really nice, and it's good food, proper pints of beer as well, nice strong beer. And I asked for a glass of wine, ended up with a bottle for example last night. But check out yesterday's video to find out all about this place. But it's really cool, it's the most bike friendly place I've been to so far, really is. Also, the big side of it is you get to park your bike in the garage behind me, and it's really cool, nice and big. It's done with the electric thing. You bring the key down, you put it in, you take it out, and you can see it's very geared up for bikes, and I'm pretty sure you can get bike hire and get it brought here as well. That's how much they're into their bikes. It's awesome. Right, so I'm in Sort. My plan for today, well, we'll see how this goes because this could go terribly wrong. I'm going to be taking this awesome route all the way. If you look, I'm going to zoom out on it actually. Look at this. The Pyrenees, all the way through the mountains, carving through. It should be spectacular. All these little pictures of these amazing sort of views. So we'll probably stop quite a lot. And then I'm going to get to a place. Look at how far this goes on for. I mean, look at those twisters. Oh, I'm excited. Right, oh, look at those twisters. And so we're going to keep going. We're going to get to a place called Banacue. Now Banacue has a story and I'm going to tell you all about it in a second, but I'm going to get on the road first because Banacue, well, it's interesting. Well, here we go. Whoa, that's a ramp to get up this morning. Woohoo! Glad there's no cars coming. Yes. Oh, do you know what I need to do? Be good if I press start on the old Google Maps, wouldn't it? Well, the plan, the proper plan. Interestingly, my old man, Senior Lord Head, my dad, the Lord of Lords, gave me a call last night and was congratulating me on how big a distance that I've come and asking if I'm going to arrive early at theirs, and they'll get a banquet on and they'll get the local peasants all together to make a big arrival. And I said, no, I'm going to be touring. My plan now is to tour around the Pyrenees, just taking amazement for a good few days. Well, the thing of it is, he started naming all these places I could go and visit. And I said, Dad, I said, I just wing it. I was like, I can't take in my head names and names of places. I will literally sip this beer and they'll all be gone. I was like, do us a favour. I was like, just send us a location you think's really cool. Now, he then bursts into a story and he goes, I shouldn't be telling you this. He goes, but I know a place. And I was like, what do you mean you know a place? You just told me places. He says, no, I know a place. And the story goes a little bit like this. My dad being here for such a long time, he was out visiting somewhere in the Pyrenees. I'm not going to name that location because he didn't tell me, but he was out visiting somewhere and he was in a bar enjoying a large glass of brandy while smoking his cigar in his lordly jacket and clothing, when a man came in sandals and he ordered a beer and he saw my dad, and my dad was speaking to someone else in English and this guy was English, and he comes over and he goes, oh, English. He goes and he sits down and he had this kind of like, my dad was describing it like almost like a robe, like a dressing gown robe, but really old school, in sandals with long hair. And he goes, this man sat down with his beer and he started talking, and he explained to my dad that he's a born again Christian and he's renamed himself Jesus. And my dad, being the Lord that he is, said to the man, good on you, be happy. And then this man goes, oh yeah, he goes, I live in a small house and I've really changed my life, and I have a bike that's a scooter. And he actually showed my dad, but it has painted on it Jesus. He even has a camper van or an old van, whatever it was, said Jesus on it. He was telling my dad all about this stuff. And my dad, being a lord, and us, which is what we do when we're lords, we just say it as it is, he goes,
well, what made you become a born again Christian? And this man goes, oh, I shouldn't tell you about that. So my dad goes, hang on, let me get you a brandy. So my dad goes to the bar, goes, give me your largest, cheapest brandy, go in. So he walks back over, sits down, puts in front of this man, lets him drink the brandy, talks to him about Jesus and the things that he does and how he goes out and how he's helping people. He did ask my dad if he could come around his house and watch rugby, so Jesus wanted to come to my dad's house and watch rugby. Anyway, by the time he'd finished his large, very cheap glass of brandy, he then this is the best bit, he then kind of starts swaying a little bit, and my dad goes, so Jesus, what did you used to do before all of this then? And he goes, wow, Bowie. He goes, I shouldn't tell you. He goes, but I used to be a smuggler. And my dad's like, a smuggler? What kind of smuggler? And he went, oh, alcohol, of course, and cigarettes. He goes, because here in Spain, everything's so much cheaper for booze and cigarettes than it is over in France. And obviously this is a few years ago, so there's even a bigger price difference. And at this time, even now, to be fair, the French don't like anybody buying anything that's not French. They literally hate it. If you go across the border with a boot full of booze, you will be stripped down and whipped on your butt cheeks and sent on your merry way without the booze. So I just think they do that, the French police, to take all the booze off you so they can go and get completely gazeboed. Anyway, so my dad sit there and went, oh, right, well, tell me how that used to work. And man goes, oh, it's a very secret, I can't tell you. And then my dad goes, hang on a minute, goes off to the bar, buys him another, this time a small, cheapest glass of brandy, puts it in front of him and goes, go on, tell me your story. I can see that you want to get it off of your chest. So the man explains exactly where he went and exactly how he used to go over the Pyrenees, through a glacier of snow and ice, and take his booze from Spain to France. And he says there is no police at all. He never got caught, and he's very proud of that fact. And my dad gets out a piece of paper, a pen, you know, the ones with the ink back in the days that dip in the ink thing, and says, can you draw me a map? And this man drawn him a very slightly drunk but accurate enough map of how he used to do it. And my dad goes, well son, I shouldn't tell you this either, but how do you think I've kept this fantastic house and this fantastic life? Because I buy all my booze cheap and I smuggle it over the border. My dad, Senior Lord Head, a moment of, excuse me dad? I smuggle it over the border. I got my Ford Focus and I got off-road tyres put on it. He goes, and that's how we used to do it. And he was explaining to me about getting there and looking for this track and everything. Now the thing of it is, most people would be extremely, if it was the other way around, extremely disappointed if I said, if I said to my dad, I've become a smuggler and I'm smuggling things over the border, it'd be no, I'll disown you. But not me. I was to my dad, high five, dude. I was like, that's how it's done. So that's the thing. I'm heading to this town that apparently is lovely, beautiful, and cinematic roads, and I'm going to try to find the Smugglers route. Now, he did say it's extremely dangerous at this time of year, so this could be fun. So let's crack on, taking some epicness, twist through the top of the Pyrenees, and let's become a smuggler.
Now, there is two problems to my plan of becoming a smuggler. One is that last night when I ordered a glass of wine, I got a bottle. So when I was having the conversation with my dad, I was a little bit gazeboed. That means that I didn't write a map. So I don't exactly know where the entrance to this track exactly is. That could make it interesting. The other side of it is, I followed Senior Lord's Head advice before, and if you go back quite a few series ago, I hired a bike here in France in the Pyrenees, and I literally followed his plan of where to go on one of those days, and what it sort of took me down was a track that ended up being a farmer's sort of entrance into a field, and I was chased by a dog. So this could go terribly wrong. Plus, to make it even more exciting, my fuel light is actually flashing on Ashworth, and it's 20 kilometres to get to a petrol station. But none of that matters. None of it matters at all, because that sign there says it's going to get extremely twisty and extremely high. So we're going to do it in style.
Lost in the woods under dust, and the fairies found me, and they led the way, they cleared the way to my heart. All the hurt, all the pain under the skin, I had fainted. They carried me, they cleared the way to my heart. Thank you to magic for rescuing me. Thank you to summer for fairies. Blowing glitter in the wind. I had fallen head first into love with another complete stranger, and he robbed away, taking most of me when he left. Whiter than the sight of a new wed bride. Oh, thank you to magic for rescuing me. Thank you to summer for fairies. Blowing glitter in the wind. And I'd be lost in the woods yet today if they wouldn't have found me.
Now that is something exciting. How cool are those twisters? But the funny thing of it is, where we're going to the highest point of the Pyrenees. So we're literally heading up higher and higher and higher and higher. Hopefully we've got some downhill now, because my fuel gauge is still flashing. And I'm going, do I put my can in? But I'll make it. It'll be fine if I have to go downhill. But anyway, back on the road, back on Ashworth. Let's get going.
Well, let's hope it's downhill from here, and I don't have to crack open the emergency can for about whatever time it is now during this world adventure I've had to do it. I just want to say a massive thank you, actually. A massive thank you. I mean, look at this. I want to say thank you to Shelley and Brian Gover, also known as Harley78 on YouTube. They brought me free coffees. I think that's absolutely amazing. I just appreciate it. It's just so nice when people go out of their way And they, you know, it's their hard-earned money at the end of the day, and they're buying me some coffees. They're keeping me on the road, keeping me refreshed. And I'll buy 2 coffees, and I'll buy 1 beer with that money for tonight. So, thank you. It's just really cool, isn't it? People helping and supporting you, and my craziness of my ideas, and the craziness of this world trip. It is nice, though. It's so nice to be here. Obviously, I kind of wanted to go Barcelona way or past Barcelona, but like I keep saying, this is giving me an opportunity to take my Christmas time with my family, not be in a rush to get back, let alone I'll be desperate to get back to my bike, but it will give me that kind of time I need to get things sorted and done. Because, hello, why is that not firing up? Oh, there. Because it gives me that time that I need, really that time that I need to get Ashworth sorted again, because it's going to need stuff doing, and it's an opportunity to get it done. It gives me the time, and I know it's nice and secure back in the Pyrenees, and it is the foothills to go in from here onwards anyway. It would have been similar kind of distances if I'd got to Barcelona or got to here, so this is the perfect place. But because we've done all those miles over the last few episodes, we just get days of playing in this playground, days of it. It's just, look at the views. It's just every time I go around the bend, it's like, wow, stunning. It is a place, it really is a place to come and spend a week, come and visit, take a couple of weeks, take a couple of days to get down here, and you know, a good couple of days to get back, or even 3 days really leisurely, and then just spend a whole week playing in the Pyrenees, because you will not be disappointed. If you want fun twisties, excitement, especially in summer, excitement, twisted, unbelievable views, the Pyrenees does have it. It has bike mecca for riding, and you can just get lost up here, just keep riding, just exploring. It is cool. I mean, look. And it is downhill, thank goodness for the fuel. It will use a lot less as I'm not revving the crap out of the bike. But look at it. It is gorgeous, twisty after twisty after twisty. I wish you were all with me right now. I really hope I can give you that experience of being here, but I wish you were all with me riding this, because you would be grinning like I'm grinning, ear to ear. Gorgeousness, absolute spectacular. Anyway, I'm gushing all over the road. I need to stop gushing everywhere and hack down, what is it, 13 kilometres to a petrol station, hopefully. Oh, you know what, if I get there and it's closed, I've got my emergency can, so it doesn't really matter, but I will be putting that in at that point. Anyway, let me just lash up every single kilometre to this petrol station. See you in a sec. Well, I've just managed to fill up at a petrol station, and that is the most I've put into Ashworth for quite a while. It was nearly €8 worth, and I was a bit like, it was flashing for a long time, and I was pushing it. I did go up a mountain and down on a flashing fuel light, but we've got fuel now, what means that we can crack on 51 kilometres. Now, the place that we're going, of course, it is known as, it's quite a popular town from what I can understand. It's supposed to be very pretty, so I'm looking forward to getting there and seeing what else we find, even on the way. 51 kilometres of more awesomeness, but it's just picturesque mountains. And the one thing that I have started noticing is, I don't know if you can see already, you might get just around this corner, you possibly can, but there's starting to be snow on the peaks. That gets me a little bit more excited, because I want to find snow. So let's see if we can get around here and you'll see it for yourselves. But we've still got 51 kilometres of still climbing left to do, because we're going to the highest. You're going to do it properly, go big or go home. Well, I just want to go 11 out of 10 epic. So if we can see the peak over there, hang on, through this cutting, are you ready? You ready to see it? I don't know if you can, I don't know if you can see it, but it's peak snow, what's really cool. So I'm looking forward to getting there anyway. I'm excited as excited gets. Right, if you can see, there is the peak. There is the peak. You can see some snow on that over there, and I saw quite a bit more earlier on as well going up, so I reckon we're going to get it. I reckon we're going to get the snow that I am looking for. Right, 50 kilometres of mile munching left to go. Not even mile munching, is it? It's just epic, awesome riding. So 50 kilometres of bliss still to go. This is cool. And we're just going up and up and up and up. We dip down a little bit and then we go up and up. It's just wicked. I love it. 11 long time, $5. Right, let's go, man. Let's go.
Well, you know when things are starting to get real and you're getting up high. Now, we haven't got any snow, but you see that behind me, that just there, that is to basically, as the snow comes up, it's so they know where the road is, because it gets that full up with snow. So they're markers for when they try to clear the road so they can still find the road. That's what that's for. So yeah, things are getting real and we are getting really high. My ears are popping, but this is cool. Anyway, let's get on the road.
Now, when you get to a sign that says attention, and then you have no idea what it means, I guess this means this is going to get proper dodgy. You know when you get to that moment? Yeah. Anyway, trucks just come down there. I mean, it can't be that dodgy, surely. I think it must mean attention, this is a busy road? I don't know. Anyway, well, that took the thunder away because there's a massive truck coming down there, and if that can do it, Ashworth can do it. Easy peasy. Anyway, I'll just keep hacking the miles down then.
Well, I've arrived at Banasque. That is that right down there. That village is Banasque, and it's extremely posh, full of people sipping cappuccinos and sitting there in designer clothes. What makes perfect sense for the smuggler, because this is the highest place in the Pyrenees in regards to villages, and they would come here, pretend to be extremely posh, drinking their cappuccinos with an absolute shed load of booze in the back. It's like running moonshine for the Americans over the state. This is what they were doing. They're taking the booze from Spain to France. Now, I need to figure out exactly where I'm supposed to go from here. I mean, look at this though, seriously, for an unbelievable view. There's the town down there, and it goes off to that kind of lake. It's so postcard picturesque, it is unreal. But up here you've got the snow on the peaks of the mountains that makes it even more excellent. So I took a couple of minutes, I've enjoyed a couple of little dark chocolates, a little sip of water, and figured out what I think is the route that he used to smuggle his booze to France. Because this road that I'm actually on, that sweeps up the mountain, sweeps up even further, and it gets to the point where the road ends, and then there's a picture of a man like with a rucksack on, according to Google Maps. That makes sense, because he said something about a track and the road ending. Well, the road ends and there's a track, so it's got to be right. Surely it's got to be right. But of course there's one way to find out. Let's head up there and see for ourselves.
Well, we are literally almost at the top of the mountain, where I hope to find the Smuggler's Path. Now, I was going to keep one of my chocolate liqueurs, so I would smuggle in some kind of alcohol over the border, but I got hungry at that last viewpoint and ate it. So I'm officially now not breaking the law. What's a shame, because I would like to have carried my chocolate liqueur over. Imagine that. Hello, officer. You meet up there. I want to check you for alcohol. Oh, you have a chocolate. Well, let me taste it. Oh, this is nice. This is liqueur. You're under arrest. I am putting you into prison. I'm sure that would have happened. Right, to the left, this is another place up here. How cool is this? Like another village on top of a village. I thought that was the highest village. Must be this is the highest village, or is this the highest road? Oh, I don't really know what I'm doing, do I? Anyway, we have gone up so much though, that my ears keep popping, pop, like when you're on a plane and it keeps popping. It's crazy, right. According to this, no. But the road ends in it. Oh no, am I going the wrong way? I think I'm going the wrong way. Oh no, I can keep going this way. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just following this. Well, I'm going to climb for the very last few meters and we'll see what we find. We'll see what we find indeed. Now here's the interesting thing. The road has just ended and this is a track. This is definitely a track. I have no idea if it's the right track. It's gravelly, it's bumpy. I mean, to be fair, for a Smuggler's Path, they have definitely made it reasonably nice. And I could quite easily imagine my dad right now actually... Oh, where's that one go as well? That one goes somewhere. Where's that one go? That looks like that... Whoa! Front wheel lift. Look, this is going up as well. I think I've actually pulled this out of the bag. And I think... Whoa, that's dodge. I think I found the Smuggler's Path. Have I actually pulled this off? Oh, hello, where does this go now? This is cool. This is interesting. I have no idea what's going to happen. At this point, I have no idea what's going to happen. This is not big enough for a car. I wouldn't have thought, maybe a 4x4? I don't know. I have no idea if I should be on this. But I found it. I found the Smuggler's Path. Whoa! Oh god, that's thick mud. No, don't slip. No, dickhead. Whoa! Come on, baby. Come on. Keep going, 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 keep going. Yes. 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 Woo. Come on. Come on, come on. Whoa. Back end. Come on. I don't think this will show the steepness, but this is a little bit steep and a little bit slippy. Whoa, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, slippy mud again. Whoa. Come on, baby. Come on, first gear and you're struggling. Come on. And just there. That is awesome. That is a shot that's deserved to be shown. I generally can't believe I'm saying this, but look where we are. I thought my dad was winding me up about a bar and talking to a guy called Jesus and in sandals, but the truth of it is actually real. This is a Smuggler's Path, and I thought I'd be ringing him at some viewpoint going, really funny, you've took me here on this crazy trip. But it's true. It's actually, I found the path. Look at that view. It's unbelievable. It's insane. The thing of it is, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but I was in first gear and my bike is struggling, literally almost stalling, trying to come up here in first gear. And I don't know if you can see here, but it looks like it's going to get steeper and steeper and steeper. But the one thing I've got is obviously the drone, so we can send it up to sort of see what's around and what's going on. And of course, it wouldn't be right if it wasn't 11 out of 10 epic. I can't believe I'm here. I want to pinch myself. I found the Smuggler's Path. This is how they get the booze across. Is anyone with booze? Anyone with booze? Anyway, let me send up the drone.
I made a man. I said, tell me your story. He took out a notepad and wrote something for me. Then he
he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not.
Well, I sent the drone as far as I possibly could. I lost signal, but this road does go on forever, doesn't it? It just goes on and on. This track, this steepness, this craziness looks like it goes up and down, up and down. I mean, look at that, how steep that it gets. Now the drone is about to land on my head as it's automatically coming down now, but I can't believe we did it. I cannot believe we did. I know that for a fact my dad was staring at the telly right now going, yes son, that's it, that's it, that's it. Interesting enough, a Datsun Duster with some 4x4 tyres on came bombing up round here just to add to the mix, but I was filming with my camera at the time so I couldn't capture it, of course. I just can't believe it. Can't believe we've made it to the actual place. Let's hope my drone automatically lands where it's supposed to land, otherwise this is going to get messy. So we need to now head down and figure out where we're going to stay tonight, because now we know that we have found the Smuggler's Path, we've found the border and found everything else. We just got to figure out what we're going to do next. I mean, look, how cool is that for pinpointing its automatic landing as I'm shouting away to you? It's cool. I like DJI stuff, drones, cameras, a lot. Anyway, let's go back down this dodgy path, and then let's figure out exactly where we're going to stay tonight, because right now we're just in, well, it's biker Mecca, isn't it? Just biker Mecca. So let's head back down the path. As you can see, I'm in neutral and just touching the brakes and bringing the speed down a bit. Whoa, this is the I really want to be one or the other. I think I'll go up here this time. This is slippy, like proper slippy. That's what got me. And then this bit, oh no, where do I want to be now? The high line or the low line? Or we just go through the water? Let's just go through the water, stuff it. Come on now, let's go through the water. Yes. Whoa. Whoa, 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 and out. I still am in a slight state of shock that I found the place. I can't stop getting my head. I'm like, you found it. You found it. You did it. I know I shouldn't be questioning Lord Head's logic and story at all, because he clearly tells the factual truth. But it would sound very far-fetched to me, the man that he met called Jesus, that was a newfound Christian who used to be a smuggler, coming up and down here. I mean, come on, it sounds well far-fetched, but it's true. It's actually true. Wow. Right, my plan currently is not really to get back, well, not really to get, I should say, over to France, because I could have easily probably carried on down this track and gone all the way to France and stayed somewhere over there, but I might do that tomorrow. We'll see. So I'm kind of thinking right now I want to stay more Spain still for one last day at least. So we're going to have a look. We're going to pull up again shortly, somewhere nice, shady and chilled, and I'm going to try and find another unique place to stay. I like this idea of trying to find unique places to stay. I mean, we had awfulness so far this trip, then we've had unbelievable greatness, like that place with the shower in the middle of the room, and that was just epic. Last night was really biker friendly and really nice. I've even put their sticker on my bike now, and then that kind of brings me to, like, tonight is like I want something different again, but we'll see. It's all very much about price, distance and reviews. The one thing I use booking.com all the time. It's just really simple to choose. They don't pay or sponsor me, by the way, in any way by this, but the one thing I do like is that my aims are always to, one, filter to hotels mostly,
know what you're going to get for breakfast, and obviously hopefully a place with everything there. And check out the reviews, especially the last few as well. If it's under 8, I just try not to touch it. Ideally you want top of 8 and into the 9s to know you're pretty sorted. But we're very touristy in regards now to the skiing places, aren't we? So I expect everywhere to be pretty good. Right, let's find somewhere to chill and find a place to stay tonight, because it could be really good.
Well, I found a place to chill, grab myself a Red Bull, and also find a hotel. And I found somewhere with breakfast included for 40 quid that's not massively far away. So I'm going to take a leisurely, chilled out ride to the hotel, I think, because it's a little bit earlier than I'd normally do, but I'm not in a rush, what means I can just take some proper time to chill and just enjoy some roads. And if I get there and want to keep going, I can keep going. That's the joys of being chilled. Right, I'm going to hop on Ashworth and just take a chilled out ride.
I'm holding on, if almost gone. Someday I know I'll finally make it.
Well, I've arrived at my hotel. I'm in a place called Castellón da Sus. Castellón da Sus. And it costs 40 quid, wasn't it? 40 quid for this for the night, including breakfast. Now, when I have got to the hotel, it does say includes parking, free parking. That's the roadside. So Ashworth is now put away with its cover on, because I don't want to drag everything off of it, the boots and everything else. I mean, we're in the middle of like the Pyrenees mountains, so I very much doubt anything's going to happen to it. But I have put the cover on and I have put the chain on, and it's literally parked right outside the front door of this place as well. I reckon I could have left it there without nothing on, but I was like, it could snow, it could rain, it just means the bike's well protected as well. So let me show you the hotel that we are staying in for £40. That includes obviously breakfast, and then I think it was something like 17 or 13 euros if you want a meal tonight, but there's a menu, she sort of said, at the bar. Anyway, let me show you around. Take your stroll into your room for the evening, and to be fair, it's 40 quid with breakfast. You've got a fridge on the floor just in case you have a peasant midget that you want to get your beer for, plus you've got a bed for such a peasant to sleep on, and then over here you've got a perfect place for editing. The only thing it hasn't got is any plug sockets, so I need to figure that out, because I'm here at a decent time to do a lot of editing today. You've got the old Lord sort of throwback chair. It should be a bit more fancy than that, but it's 40 quid. Now, you've got an option of a double bed or 2 single beds, so you could share this and pay 20 quid a pop. I'd probably pay a bit more for breakfast, but you know what I mean. You have an option, so I've gone obviously for the double bed. I'd like a king's, but unfortunately not. But do you know what? It's not too bad, is it? Old-fashioned phone, in case you need to ring reception. Nobody ever answers. The telly that nobody watches makes me laugh every time. And then into the bathroom. The bathroom, you've got the throne, you've got your water. You know, like when you're at school and you can turn the tap on and put your head underneath and you can suck the water out. You've got one of them, so you get water during the night, nice and cold. Of course, you've got a random, I say of course, I was going to say a shower. There is a shower in a bath. Shower, bath. You get the boast of best worlds, and there's the towels, don't let me forget that in the morning. And then of course the best looking lord in the entire world. And just to show you exactly where we are on the map, we shall zoom out. Look how beautiful it is, all this mountain ranges and stuff. And we've obviously gone up deep into the mountains today and found that route, but this is exactly where we are. Look how beautifully nice and deep we've kind of come in and out and in to the Pyrenees. It's just so cool. Well, what an awesome day. I mean, we found the Smugglers route. We had some epic mountain riding. It's just for me in my element, because I'm just off of those roads and just enjoying it. We've got to the hotel crazily early. I did actually go for another spin-off and spoke to Lady Head on the phone and chilled out for quite a bit before I came to the hotel. So I kind of went past the hotel, up some more nice cool roads, and stood on the bike, sat on the bike, kind of on the side part of the road in beautiful sun, talking to Lady Head. So that was really, really quite special. And the weather at home's rubbish, so I feel sorry for her. But right here, I'm sat in beautiful sun looking at an amazing mountain. She was like, I want to be there. I was like, come with me. Anyway, tomorrow is pretty much similar thing. I'm going to go and do some proper exploring. I'm going to speak to Senior Lord Head tonight and see if I can talk him into coming to meet me, because that would be absolutely epic. But because of his amazing advice today, I'm going to see if he's got any more for tomorrow. So I don't quite know what the plan is yet. Like I said, it's quite early. I think it's about, is it about 4:30, something like that now? So it's my time to get all this stuff taken off. I've got to do a load of video stuff. I've got to process it. I'm going to go and get myself a bin. I'm going to sit and edit like absolute mad. The one thing I'll say is thank you so much for taking that time to actually leave a comment down below, because a small comment and a thumbs up on this video helps the algorithm of YouTube know that you're enjoying this video and they share it to more people. And because you do that, it basically means this channel is growing so quickly. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. I have no idea yet, so I'm going to go and look, wing it, ask Lord Head, and I'm Senior Lord Head. I'm the Lord, and I'm going to come up with an awesome plan. It's going to be epic, something bonkers crazy. 11 out of 10. We'll make it happen. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you in the next bonkers episode. Bye bye for now.
This adventure is supported by Ashworth Automotive in Weston-super-Mare, the #1 garage keeping you and Helmet Head on the road.